Okay, take your
So,
time.
okay. Yeah, I was doing something else. Hi. So, you called me, AT&T called me yesterday, and they disrupted. I was getting a massage, and, um, the phone was ringing. And then I let it go to voicemail, and they just had like a recorded message. And then they called me this morning, and I'm working on an important document, and it's a legal document. And so they disrupted me with that. And it was just a recording that said that I owed money, and that if I didn't pay it, my service would be turned off. And so now I've called you, which has taken quite a while. I was on hold for about 5 minutes, and had to make 2 calls to reach you. So there should be no, um, and I do have recordings of my earlier calls, and um, they are going up on YouTube along with this one, and so that we can hopefully have AT&T start to be responsible and to uh, stop billing and stop calling a person who has canceled all of her services and who has said that she does not want to do business with AT&T any longer. And
Yes.
in a previous call, AT&T told me that they were going to fix my bills and send me the difference of the money that they owe me. So let's see if you can get it right this time. Because I mean, I kind of think it's going to make for funny video that, like I keep playing over and over different agents saying, yeah, your account's at zero, or, that we're going to send you a check for the refund. And then they just keep calling over and over again.
Copy that. Got the point. Okay, I do
Got
my
the
best to
point?
help you regarding these two matters. Let me see what's going on file. Can I have your first and last name, please?
Laura Hammett?
Okay, and can I have the account number are you calling about?
No, you have both account numbers there in front of you.
I don't have it. Can I have your phone number, please?
760-966-6000.
A moment, searching.
There are two accounts linked to it. One of them you have as showing as canceled. The other one should be showing as canceled, but apparently you still have it active, and that would be the internet error.
Okay. Your phone number is 760-966-000, correct?
No, you missed a six. It's 760-966-6000. So
Okay.
3 6s, 3 zeros.
Copy. Searching now. Yes, I found Internet Air Alpha account. So this is the one.
Yep.
Okay. I just need to get access to your phone number. You will get a text message. It's a
Okay.
one-time pen. I need that code. Thank you.
Sure. Okay. 731-609.
Copy that. Yes, access granted. Okay then, so I know what to do now. I have to wait. Your account gets fully loaded. So if call get disconnected, may I have your active callback number so that we may reach you by phone or text with information about your AT&T services. Can I use the same line 6000
Yes.
just in case to get in touch? Okay. So aside from this concern, sounds like a billing issue. Is been ongoing for a long time. Do you have any other concern or question?
I discussed them thoroughly with the last agent.
Uh-huh.
Basically, the service that we were promised, which we used, which was the I think it's DSL. It failed on July 5th, 2025, and the representative at the tech support talked me into getting this internet air instead, and it would cost about the same. But I agreed to that, but he didn't tell me that they wouldn't fix the DSL ever until after I'd already signed up for the internet air. And then I said, well, in the meantime, because it was going to take a week or so to get that going, so, to get the equipment. So I said, in the meantime, can you have someone come out and fix that DSL? And they said, oh no, all of the techs have been moved over to the internet air, so we don't fix the DSL anymore. So I was paying for that DSL for, years, and many years under the belief that I had reliable service, that I would have a tech come out if the service failed. And then when the service failed, they wouldn't send a tech out. So I paid for that service and I never got it. I should be reimbursed for all of the payments that I made under the presumption that I would have a tech support. But they did not have tech support. So they were just collecting that money. I did receive service, but I didn't receive reliable service. And so that was the difference. Anyways, it turned out that the problem was that when they installed the cable originally, they didn't bury it deep enough. There was actually some that showed, and that's one of the videos that I have that actually got a lot of hits, was showing this cable that was completely like destroyed because, of course, mice and stuff ate it. It wasn't buried. And so it's all frayed. Anyways, that's what happened. And then, I made my calls and asked to get the service disconnected and refunded. And I was promised a refund of just $30 for my time. And now here I am again, spending more of my time. So, like, you and I have been talking for almost 9 minutes.
Yes. Okay then.
Were you
So
paid for that 9 minutes? Are they going to pay you?
yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
I'm
they
working on
going?
it right
Is
now.
AT&T going to pay you for the 9 minutes of your life that you have just spent talking with me?
No, to be honest, if we not reach the 30 minutes, OT, they're not gonna pay anything. It's gonna be thank you. So less than 30 minutes is gonna be thank you for the.
What?
For example, if I'm going for the under OT time, less than 30 minutes is gonna be thank you. It's gonna be free. But if I reach the 30 minutes, yes, they're gonna pay. So basically, for 9 minutes, that's impossible. They pay for me.
Oh, like you're on a contract instead of an employee?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Maybe that's
Okay,
why
so
maybe that's why the other agents that I spoke with dragged it out so long that it was 30 minutes. You know, like
Correct, yes.
like you have an incentive to make this call go on for 30 minutes. That's
That
crazy.
can be.
Yeah, because then the customers get 30 minutes of their time wasted just so that you could hit your pay point. Wow.
That depends on the situation also as well. Some complex happening for some troubleshooting, that's a different story. But for such a case, it's going to be very quick. So while I'm preparing my tools, I'm going to read the rest mandatories very quickly. As part of AT&T guarantee, I also check the available promotions and deals that you can get. And don't forget to manage your account in my AT&T app.
Do not read this to me again. No, stop, stop. I do not want to hear any more advertisements for AT&T. I do not want their service. Nothing. Do not read me any promotional. Do not.
It was a mandatory. I had no choice. That was a mandatory.
It's not mandatory for me to listen to it. It might be mandatory for you to get paid, but it's not mandatory for me to listen to it.
I'm not going to risk to lose my job. They said, if I don't, I'm going to be terminated. I'm not going to risk it.
Well, I do not want to hear it. So now we're going to have a little discussion with AT&T about this.
You can call someone else, sister.
Okay.
You may hang up and call someone else, sister.
Hello?
Thank you for being the best part of AT&T. Have a good one. Cheers.
Oh, are you hanging up on me?
I'm not hanging up. It sounds like you want to hang up. I told you if you don't want to listen, I'm just following the instructions. So you can hang up and call someone else.
No, you could transfer me to your supervisor, please. Transfer me to your supervisor. Do not hang up.
Okay, then. So just be polite and stay on the line. I'm calling my supervisor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is crazy. AT&T contracts with these people who say that they have to have a 30-minute phone call before they get paid. And then they make the customers sit and listen to advertising. And now he says he's transferring me to a supervisor. I don't know if you could hear him. I don't think he knows that we could hear. He's asking his supervisor what to do, but he's saying he doesn't know what to do. Should he hang up? Should he talk to me? I can't barely hear. I'm sure you won't be able to, but now it just sounds like he's letting me sit on the phone, and I could hear the background noises of other people making their calls. I wonder if they're debt collectors. Now it's gone.
Hi, thank you so much for patiently waiting on the line. This is Shell, one of the supervisor here in AT&T, and I believe I'm speaking with Laura Hammond.
Yes.
All right, so yes, ma'am, I jumped over the call because my agent told me that you wanted to speak with the supervisor. Can you please tell me more? How can I help you?
Yeah, I had explained to him that this is, I don't know, maybe the fourth or fifth call that I've had about this situation. And the other calls, I was told by AT&T that they were going to pay me for my time that they wasted, that $30, and they were going to use the money that they owed me on one of the two accounts to pay the other account, which should not have even had anything on it anyways. But I was not supposed to have any more bill. And now I'm getting calls, and they're automated calls, and there's no opportunity to be transferred to an agent. And they're telling me that if I don't pay the bill, they're going to turn off my service. But they should have turned off my service anyways. I've canceled both services. And so while we were waiting, I asked the agent this morning, just before you, I asked him if he was being paid for his time, because I'm not being paid for my time. And so, I'm very upset about this. And he said he's not paid for his time unless the call goes for 30 minutes. And so I was in shock. Like, you're on some kind of contract. He says that it's a contract, not an employee relationship, and that the contract is that only if the call goes 30 minutes will you be paid. And so that's probably the reason that the agents for AT&T are keeping customers on the line for an inordinate amount of time. And so then after I expressed my shock and dismay, he proceeded to start giving me a promotional spiel, like an advertisement for AT&T services. And I said, stop. Do not talk to me anymore. I don't want to hear this. Stop. You are wasting my time. I already told AT&T that I do not want to do business with them. You need to stop. And he said, oh, I can't stop. It's mandatory that I say this. And I said, well, it's not mandatory that I listen. And he said, well, then I'm going to hang up. And I said, no, don't hang up. Transfer me to your supervisor. And that's how you got on the phone.
I see. Well, yes, ma'am. Well, I really do apologize hearing that one. Well, here in my end, okay, I will check on that. What is the best thing that I can do for my agent to improve his communication in regards with our customers? Well, definitely, ma'am. I will coach him rather, in regards with what happened. I'm communicating with you. And in regards with your bill, ma'am, I will work on this one. Yeah, I can see that there is a balance here of $30 plus, but I will work on this one here in my end, ma'am. I really do apologize again for this inconvenience that you experienced with my agent. But no worries, ma'am. I will work on that one.
And so what is the bill now? I didn't really quite understand you. You see that there's a positive amount, or do you see do you see both accounts? There are two accounts that got canceled.
The only one that I have here, ma'am, is the account number. One moment here. Can I have the passcode of your account?
Yep, Mike 2020.
One moment. shows here invalid passcode. But the one that I can see here, you mentioned that this credit that you have for your old account will be paid for the other one. I will work on that one, ma'am. So definitely you will not be worrying any amount here, because it still shows that you owe here for the internet air $32.81. But I will work on this one right now. Okay. So just work on this. Hold on, ma'am. Okay.
I'm waiting. I'm going to talk to my viewers while I'm waiting. So,
All right, ma'am. So yeah, I can see here in my end that there is already $32.81 posted credit here into your account. So yeah, you have nothing to worry for your bill here. And yes, ma'am, is there anything else that I can assist you?
yes, can you please pull up the other bill and make sure that one is also not requiring anything?
Well, definitely, ma'am. It shows here the account is already canceled, and I cannot be able to pull this one up because the passcode that you provided to me is it is invalid. It shows invalid passcode. So, and I can see this is the status of that account has been canceled. Once it will be canceled, definitely you didn't owe anything for that account. Because we have your mem statuses. Like if the status of the account is pending, closed, definitely you still owe money for that. But since it is canceled, definitely that's already fixed. You have nothing to worry for that.
Would
Since it's totally canceled.
Okay, so why am I getting these telephone calls that it's an automated system and they tell me that I need to pay some money or they're going to cancel my service?
Oh, no, ma'am. Definitely, you can just disregard on that one. I will fix on that one here in my end. No
Okay,
worries
I
for
would
that in regards with canceling your service. There's no already, like, all of your service here has been canceled.
right, but
Like, you don't
so
have any active.
I'm sorry. I I had one call yesterday. I told the person before you that they disrupted my massage. Okay, so, it's just the phone ringing, and then I wondered who was trying to call me. But after the massage, I listened, and it was an automated recording from AT&T. But you know how like they get cut off at the beginning because the it's not in sync with voicemail. But I knew it was AT&T, and so then I just disregarded it. But now this morning I got a similar call, and that's what resulted in this call. And so I want to make sure that I'm not going to get a call every day for the rest of my life from AT&T telling me to pay a bill that I don't owe. So, are you
Yes,
able
ma'am.
to fix that?
Yes, ma'am. That's what I'm currently doing, ma'am.
Okay.
So I am escalating this one here. So it may still take, ma'am, for us to be like all of your account here will be cleared. It may take for about 7 to 10 business days. But right after that, I'm rest assuring you that it will be fixed. Okay. After
Okay.
that one, ma'am.
Great. And so, what I'm going to do on my end is when I get a chance, I'll splice together the videos or sections of the videos that I take of myself talking to AT&T representatives, including you, and put it up on YouTube. And, it will just let potential customers know what their experience is going to be like when they're dealing with AT&T. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. I understand that one. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Is there- You're welcome.
And
Is there
if
anything
you want
else?
to know, it's at Stop Big Business Billionaires. If you want to hear yourself on YouTube. Okay. So thank you so much. I appreciate your help, and hopefully this is the last I hear from AT&T.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much again for being the best part of agency. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.